Leading off top of the first inning for Fort Huron Northern Huskies, the batter, Rachel Mahar. Caitlin Reynolds on deck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Crosstown Rivals right here on CPHS Channel 6 for girls varsity softball action between Port Huron High and Port Huron Northern. We'll start off with Northern. Up at bat is Rachel Maharg. Up first, she's got a ball on her. There's a pop fly foul. On the mound tonight for the Big Reds is Candace Thomas. That one's another ball. That one's low for ball number 3. Excuse me, that's ball number 3 now. So now we've got a full count on Rachel Maharg. There's a pop fly foul. And that's the 4th ball, so she'll walk. So now that's going to bring up Caitlin Reynolds up to bat for Northern. And there is a strike. There's the bunt, perfectly dropped right there at the plate almost. She's out at first and she brings the runner to safe to second. So she's done her job. That's the first out here for Northern at the top of the first inning. That's going to bring up now Katie Baker. That's a strike there. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. There's a pop fly. It's going to stay foul, but it could be caught. And Nicole Talmadge comes out and picks that one up. So that's 2 down now for Northern at the top of the first inning. Now that'll bring up Danielle May up to bat for Northern. And that's a strike. Northern has 1 runner on second base. That's Rachel Maharg. That's a ball. That's another strike. Count, I believe, is 1-2 right now. Here on Danielle May. There's a pop out to the outfield. That's going deep. It's going to drop. They're going to bring 1 run in. May's going to head over to third base. There's the throw to third, and she is safe. What a hit that was. quite a bit deeper than anybody in the outfield was anticipating. Left fielder Elise Soulier had quite a ways to run back for that one. Now that's going to bring up Rachel Brooks up to bat. So Northern getting out early in this one, putting one on the board. They've got a runner on third still with 2 outs at the top of the first inning. There's strike number 1 on Brooks. There's swing and a miss for strike 2. There's a pop fly foul. It's going to go back behind the stands. There's a pop fly down the first baseline. That'll drop. It'll be foul. There's another pop fly. It's going towards first base. Jackie Shawka's there to pick it up, and that's 3 outs for Northern as they're leading now 1-0.
One run and 1 hit. No errors.
Starting off the at-bat for the Big Reds is Christina Smith. Looks at a bunt there, and that's strike number 1. That's going to be ball 1. That's Rachel Maharg up on the mound, you see. That's another strike. Count is 1-2 right now on Smith. That's inside for ball number 2. That's outside. Excuse me, that's ball number 4 now. I was off on the count. Now that'll bring up Megan Curtis up to bat. Oh, excuse me, I wasn't wrong on the count, she was. So the count right now is 2-2 now. There's swing and a miss for strike 3. So now Megan Curtis will be up to bat. She's looking at a bunt. She'll go. It's a race to first, and she is out at first. So 2 up and 2 down here for the Big Reds at the top of the, or bottom of the first inning. They're trailing right now 1-0 behind Port Huron Northern. Now it's going to bring up the catcher, Nicole Talmadge. There's swing and a miss for strike 1. There's a foul tip. Strike number 2. There's a foul tip. There's another foul tip. That one's outside for another ball. There's another foul ball. Right into the cars. You always pause and listen for that one. Waiting to hear for the sound of broken glass, I guess. Doesn't look like anybody's looking too panicked, so I must have missed the cars. That one's low for another ball. I believe the count is 2-2 right now on Talmadge. We got 2 outs here for the Big Reds at the bottom of the first inning. That's another ball, so now it's a full count. There's a hit right up the center there. And that one is caught by Rachel Mahargan. That's 3 outs for the Big Reds as they're trailing right now 1-0 behind Port Huron Northern. Northern will start off with Ashley Fagan up to bat. That one's in the dirt for ball number 1. That one's high for ball number 2 now. There's ball number 3. And that's going to be ball number 4, so Ashley Fagan walks here at the top of the second inning. Now for Northern is Catherine Getz. There's swing and a miss for strike 1. There's a tip there. It's going to go foul. Go off the top of the dugout there and into the stands. There's a hit out to the outfield. Running in, that's going to drop, so the runners are going to advance to second and first. So now that'll bring up Alicia Zare. There's a strike. It's a grounder towards first base. It looks like it's going to be a success there. She got to first base successfully and loads up the bases now. Infield was anticipating a bunt there. So now it's going to bring up Lindsay Getz up to bat for Northern as they have the bases loaded. Top of the second inning, no outs, and they're leading this one 1-0. That one's in the dirt for ball one. And that's ball number 2. That's going to be ball number 3. That's a strike there. That's strike number 2, so now we got a full count here on Lindsay Getz. The bases are loaded. There is swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out here for Northern at the top of the second inning. Now it's going to bring up Sarah Brennan, or excuse me, Rachel Maharg now. Back to the top of the lineup for Northern. That's outside for ball 1. There's a hit down the third baseline. That one goes foul. That's a foul tip off of Talmadge's helmet. That's low for another ball. There's a hit right towards the pitcher there, throw back to home, and she is safe, and the runners are all safe at their bases. So now that'll bring up Caitlin Reynolds for the Huskies. There's a strike. Northern is now leading 2-0 over top Port Huron High. There's a pop fly over to second base, and that's caught for out number 2 for Northern. Now up to bat is Katie Baker for the Huskies. It's a ball wild pitch, but she's able to recover that. It's a pop fly over to third base. And that's caught for out number 3, so the Big Reds dodge a bullet. Could have been a lot worse. Northern only scoring 1 run that inning. Score is 2-0. Starting off the at-bat for the Big Reds is Laura Towns. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. That's inside again. That's strike 1. There's a hit out to outfield. She's going to make it to first base, maybe even more. She's heading towards second. There's the throw. She's down and safe. Looks like she's down there injured. The second basewoman was going for the ball and I think kicked her as she was going sliding in. She's going to get up and walk that one off. Just got to adjust her equipment there, and she's back in. So now that'll bring up Kelly Thomas for the Big Reds. It's outside for a ball. There's foul tip. It's outside for ball number 2. Count is 2-1 right now in Kelly Thomas. There's a hit out to the shortstop, and she's caught. That was Lindsay Getz there with that catch. So that's the first out here for the Big Reds. Here at the bottom of the second inning, they're trailing this one 2-0. Up next for Huron High is Jen Kilborn. There's a strike. That's a ball. That one's outside for another ball. Ball number 3. I believe the count right now is 3-1. That's a strike. So now it's a full count here on Jen Kilborn. Big Reds have 1 out. There's a hit down the first base line. That's going to be foul. There's a pop fly, and that one goes into the stands. Big Reds still have that runner on second base. They've got a full count on Jen Kilborn. There's a grounder towards the shortstop to throw to first, and she is out. And Towns is able to advance to third base. Now Candace Thomas, the pitcher, will be up. There's swing and a miss for strike one. There's a hit out to center field, and that one is caught for the third out for the Big Reds. Now we're going into the third inning with Northern on top, 2-0. Starting off the at-bat for Northern is Danielle May. She'll bunt that. It's a throw to first, and she is out. Great back up there by Christina Smith, running over from the shortstop position to get her out at first. So now up to bat is Rachel Brooks. There's a ball. There's a strike. There's a pop fly out to the outfield, and that one is caught for out number 2. Catch was made there by Jen Kilborn over in right field. So now Ashley Fagan will be up to bat for Northern. It's a hard hit down the left field line. That's foul. So pop fly into the stands. Just inside the fence there, we heard it rattle off there. Didn't quite make it to the parking lot. There's a hit out to the outfield, and it's caught. Great catch in center field by Laura Townsend. That's 3 up and 3 down for Northern as they're leading this one 2-0. There was a correction there at that last catch at center field for PH. That was Megan Curtis with that catch, not Laura Towns. Now the Big Reds are up to bat. First up is Elise Soulier. There's a hit down the right field line, foul. Another hit foul by Soulier. It's 2 strikes here on Elise Soulier. There's swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out here for the Big Reds in the third inning. Bottom of the third. Now it's going to bring up Emily Reintees. That's outside for ball 1. It's ball number 2. Swing and a miss for strike 1. One's in the dirt for ball number 3. Count right now is 3-1 on Reintees. There's a hit off the plate. Foul ball. So now it's a full count on Emily Reintees. There's a hit out to the outfield. What a hit. That one's going deep. She's going for second now. And she'll be up easy at second base. That's the longest hit we've seen so far tonight. Now it's going to bring up back to the top of the lineup, Christina Smith. Also bringing in a courtesy runner to run the bases. So the Big Reds have one out here at the bottom of the third inning. They're trailing this one 2-0. There's a foul ball, and it's headed right towards our camera there. Our cameraman actually was almost able to catch that. That's Chad Schuler over there in the stands. We always tell him to protect the equipment. Give up the body for it. The runner's going to advance now to third base on the wild pitch. There's a hit to second base, the throw to first, and she is out, but they bring a run in. The Big Reds now getting on the board. Scores 2-1 with Northern on top. They have 2 outs. Now Megan Curtis is up to bat for Port Huron. High, as they're both Port Huron. There's swing and a miss. And that's strike number 3. So the Big Reds, after 3, are trailing this one 2-1. Catherine Getz will begin the at-bat for Northern. She pops this one up And that one's caught by Candace Thomas. So off the first pitch, one up and one down. And now that's going to bring up Alicia Zier. That's a ball. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. There's a hit over to second base, and that one is caught. So 2 up and 2 down now for Northern, the top of the 4th inning. They're leading this one 2-1. So now Lindsay Getz is up to bat. Looks like she was looking at a bunt there. It's a ball. There's a hit up the center there. Laura Towns is able to catch that one, so 3 up and 3 down for Northern as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Northern on top, 2-1. Nicole Talmadge now up to bat. That's strike number 1. That one's far outside, even went outside of Talmadge there. She hurried up and hit the deck there. That's ball number 1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. That's in the dirt for another ball. Count is 2-2 on Talmadge. There's a foul tip. There's a hard hit down out in left field. That one will drop. Talmadge is rounded first base, going to second. And she'll be up easy at second base. She's looking at third. She'll come back as they bobbled with the ball for a second. So what a hit down the third base line for Talmadge. So now it's going to bring up Laura Towns for Port Huron High. The Big Reds have a pretty good opportunity now to do something in this inning. We got no outs at the bottom of the 4th inning. They're trailing right now 2-1 behind Port Huron Northern. That's outside. Talmadge keeping them on their toes out there. A swing and a miss for strike number 1. Talmadge taking a big lead. That's a strike. There's strike number 3. So now that'll bring up Kelly Thomas up to bat. It's inside for ball number 1. There's a hit out to second base, and that one was snatched out of the air by Lindsey Getz for out number 2 for the Big Reds. That's going to bring up Jen Kilborn up to bat. That's a ball. Ball number 2. That's strike number 1. Another ball. I believe the count right now is 3-1. And that's ball number 4, so she'll walk to first base. Big Reds now have a runner on first and second with 2 down. They're at the bottom of the 4th inning as they're trailing right now 2-1 behind Port Huron Northern. Now that'll bring up Candace Thomas. It's a ball. There's a hit out to the infield, and that's going to be out number 3 for the Big Reds as they're trailing right now after 4, 2-1.
Up out of the 5th inning for Port Huron High. Batting in the place is Sawyer. Hannah Kostanecki. Emily Renty's on deck.
Hannah Kostanecki is up to bat first for the Big Reds here at the bottom of the 5th inning. There's swing and a miss. There's a pop fly to first base, and that's the first out for the Big Reds.
One down, next batter. Emily Renty.
And that's going to bring up Emily Reintes. There's a hit down the first base line, and she's going to make it to first base. So now that's going to bring up Christina Smith up to bat. They're also going to bring in a courtesy runner here for Reintes.
Hannah Jones running for entry.
There's a throw to first base to check the runner. That first pitch was a ball. There's another ball. There's a hit towards second base, the throw to second. They got the out at second and the out at first. So that does it for the Big Reds here in the 5th inning, as they're trailing right now 7-1 after that double play. Northern will start off the 6th inning at the top of their batting order with Rachel Mahard. So looking at a bunt there, that's strike number 1. There's a hit to third base, a throw, and she is out. Now that's going to bring up Caitlin Reynolds for Huron Northern. There's strike number 1. Ball 1. Now there's a hit to shortstop that goes through into the outfield, and that's going to be, should be safe at first. Now up to bat is Katie Baker for the Huskies. There's a hit down the third base line. That's going to go foul. There's a pop fly into the center field, and that one is caught. It's Megan Curtis on the catch. That's 2 down for Northern here at the top of the 6th inning, as they're leading this one 7-1. That's going to bring up Danielle May up to bat. Northern still has a runner on first base. They'll check the runner at first. There's a strike. There's a foul ball back behind the bleachers. There's another ball. Grounder, it's going to go out into the outfield, and both runners are safe at first and second.
Next batter, Rachel Brooks has been taken on deck. 2 down.
That's going to bring up Rachel Brooks for the Huskies. That's ball 1. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Ball 3 now on Brooks. As the Huskies have 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. There's a strike. Runners on first and second base. There's a hit towards the pitcher, the throw to first base, and that's 3 outs for Northern. That's going to do it here for the top of the 6th inning when Northern is leading this one 7-1. Megan Curtis will start off the at-bat for the Big Reds. She looks at a bunt there, but it's going to go foul. That's a ball. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. It's a grounder to the pitcher and the throw to first, and that's the first out for the Big Reds. That's going to bring up Nicole Talmadge up to bat. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. hard rip down the third baseline. It's going to go foul. There's outside ball. Another foul ball. That's outside. I believe that's ball 3. There's a hit out to the outfield, left field, and that one is caught. So that's out number 2 for the Big Reds at the bottom of the 6th inning. We're trailing this one 7-1. Now that's going to bring up Laura Towns up to bat. There's a hard hit out to center field. Maybe more left, I guess. And that one will drop, so she's going to take off to second base. Now heading to third. And she's up easy at third. She probably could have got all the way home there, but she hesitated there at first base. She thought it was going to be caught. So now that'll bring up Kelly Thomas up to bat. That's a ball. That's a strike. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Hit out to center field. That one's going to drop. It'll bring 1 run in, and the runner is safe at first. So now the Big Reds bringing it within 5. They're trailing right now 7-2 behind Port Huron Northern. Now up to bat is Jen Kilborn for the Big Reds. They've got 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on first base. And there's a hit to first base, and that one was snatched out of the air there by Caitlin Reynolds. Ashley Fagan will begin the 7th inning for Port Huron Northern. That's strike number 1. There's a hit down towards third base, and she's going to be safe at first. That one was almost caught out of the air by Kelly Thomas, but she dropped it. They didn't get it to first base in time. So now that'll bring up Ashley Wilson up to bat. It's a high pitch, Fagan going towards second, and she's going to be safe. There's a strike. There's a grounder towards third base, the throw to first, and she is out, and the throw back to third, and Fagan is safe at third. That's the first out here for the Huskies. The top of the 7th inning, they're leading this one 7-2 over top of the Port Huron High Big Reds. Now that'll bring up Alicia Zare. There's a ball. It's outside for ball 2. They'll check the runner at third. She's safe. There's a strike. There's another strike. There's swing and a miss for strike 3. They'll check the runner at third, and that's 2 outs for Northern. So now Lindsay Getz is up to bat. Swing and a miss for another strike. That's strike number 2. There's a hit right back towards the center field. That brings 1 run in, and the runner is safe at first. So now Northern leading this one 8-2. They're at the top of the 7th inning. They've got 2 outs. And that's back to the top of the batting order with Rachel Mahard. It's high for ball 1. The runner's going to second, and it's going to go out into the outfield. She'll be safe there at second. There's a foul ball. There's one right up the center, the throw to first, and that's out number 3 for the Huskies. Big Reds now have a deficit of 6 to make up here at the bottom of the 7th inning. First up to bat for the Big Reds is Candace Thomas. Umpire's going to call for time here, as the catcher has to take off her glove, or batting glove at least. So now we'll get the bottom of the 7th inning underway with Candace Thomas up to bat. There's a hit up to center field, and that's caught by the second basewoman. That's Lindsay Getz. So 1 up and 1 down here for the Big Reds. Now up is Elise Soulier. That's outside for ball 1. There's a hit down, foul. It's a great night here for softball. A little bit chilly, but great night. They waited out a little bit to play under the lights. That ball is going to go foul. It's the last game of the season for both of these teams. A lot of these seniors, it's the last game of their high school career. Now there's a hit towards first base, and they're going to tag her out for out number 2. So the Big Reds trailing right now at the bottom of the 7th and final inning, 8-2, behind Port Huron Northern. That's going to bring up Hannah Jones up to bat. There's strike number 1. That's inside for ball 1. There's a hit up to second base. She bobbles with it, and she's going to be safe at first. So the Big Reds have 2 down here at the bottom of the 7th inning. The runner on first base. That's going to bring up Christina Smith. It's outside for ball 1. They'll check the runner at first. She is safe. There's a pop fly down first base line, and that's going to be the 3rd out here. And that's going to do it for the game, with Northern winning this one 8-2. That's going to do it for us on CPHS Channel 6. I'm Brennan Kovach. Good night.